In the smoldering aftermath of World War II, a continent lay in ruins, its future uncertain. From the ashes of global conflict, a new alliance was forged. On April 4, 1949, 12 nations on both sides of the Atlantic signed the North Atlantic Treaty, binding their fates together. This wasn't just a document, it was a promise, a shield against the looming shadows of a new and different kind of war. These founding members laid the cornerstone for what would become the most enduring military alliance in modern history, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. The post-war world quickly fractured, split by an iron curtain that descended across Europe. This ideological chasm marked the beginning of the Cold War, a tense and prolonged standoff between the democratic West and the communist East. NATO stood as the West's sentinel, its doctrine built upon the principle of collective defense. Enshrined in Article 5, an attack on one member is an attack on all. This promise, backed by the terrifying power of nuclear deterrence, turned Europe into a high-stakes chessboard. Decades were defined by this tense equilibrium, with soldiers patrolling the Berlin Wall and fingers hovering over buttons in missile silos, a fragile peace maintained by the threat of mutually assured destruction. Then the impossible happened. The Berlin Wall crumbled, and shortly after, the Soviet Union dissolved. The Cold War, the very conflict NATO was created to counter, was over. But instead of fading into history, the alliance found a new purpose. It began to expand eastward, welcoming former Warsaw Pact countries into its fold, nations once on the opposite side of the ideological divide. This era also saw NATO engage in its first major military operations, intervening in the brutal conflicts that tore through the Balkans in the 1990s. The alliance evolved from a purely defensive pact into an active force for crisis management and regional stability. The dawn of the 21st century brought with it a new, asymmetrical threat. The September 11th attacks on the United States triggered Article 5 for the first and only time in NATO's history, uniting the alliance against the global threat of terrorism. This event ushered in a new chapter, defined by complex challenges far beyond conventional warfare. The modern battlefield now includes cyber attacks that can cripple infrastructure, the precision of unmanned drones, and the covert operations of special forces. Today, the conflict in Ukraine serves as a stark reminder of the persistent threat of territorial aggression, thrusting NATO back into its original role and highlighting its critical relevance in a volatile world. From its inception in a divided world to its current role navigating multifaceted global threats, NATO's 75-year journey is a testament to its capacity for adaptation. It stands as a symbol of collective security, a complex and often controversial player on the world stage. Waving before its headquarters in Brussels, the NATO flag represents a legacy of deterrence, intervention, and an ongoing commitment to the security of its members. As we look at the geopolitical map of today, the alliance continues to be a central pillar of international security, its story far from over.